Hi, Alex. Hi, Lawrence.
Greetings, guys.
When I was younger, I was more interested in things being said, and words and stuff. Now I'm more sensitive to the concept of story.
What a thing to say.
I had an idea for a story from a dream that I had the other night. There was a man wearing a hat, and then the hat disappeared.
What did he do about it?
Well, he decided he was better off without the hat, but the weird thing was, that man was my mom.
That's a good story.
Why are you guys so into stories?
We were in Dolores Park the other day, or a few weeks ago now, and we figured out the meaning of life. It's a story. Of course, it's not clear what that means. It's just a slogan that summarizes some of the observations we've made. How did it go again? I remember we were sitting or lying on the slope that's there in Dolores Park, and we were looking at some people, but also just seeing some trees and grass. I don't remember what we were talking about immediately before. Maybe some fantastical thing, or I guess we were just silent.
I'm not sure.
Obviously, we don't remember the exact conversation very well, but one key point is thinking about stories as guides for action. If you think to yourself, I'm hungry, I'm going to go get some food, and then you follow through on this, you're helping yourself continue existing. Of course, you could do this without specifically thinking about it, but it's nice to be able to weigh your options, consider possibilities, whatever. And there's a certain flavor to this kind of activity that you might call living in a story. And stories don't have to be individual, they could also belong to a group. And it's easy to see that they could give rise to continuity to action. Even the existence of the actor is subject to the right kind of conceptualization.
So, what's the meaning of life?
It's a story.
That's spot on.
Brushing your teeth, that's a story. Hanging a wreath, that's a story. Taking a crap, that's a story. Setting a trap, that's a story. The meaning of life, it's a story. That's a slogan. The meaning of life, it's a story. The meaning of life, I'll tell you what, it's a story.
Learning some stuff, that's a story. Getting real puff, that's a story. Shushing your kid, that's a story. Making a bid, that's a story. The meaning of life, it's a story. That's a slogan.
The meaning of life, it's a story. The meaning of life, it's a story. Living your life, bearing a knife. Begging a dude, that's a story. Chewing your food, that's a story. Baking a pie, that's a story. Winking your eye, that's a story. The meaning of life, it's a story. That's a slogan. The meaning of life, it's a story. The meaning of life, will tell you what, it's a story. Burning some brush, that's a story. Spotting a thrush, that's a story. Wetting the bed, that's a story. Losing your head, that's a story. The meaning of life, it's a story. That's a slogan. The meaning of life, it's a story. The meaning of life, it's a story.
Waving a smile, waiting a while.
Ah, I have lost my hat. Oh. This man is my mom. Oh.
a story. The meaning of life will tell you what it's a story.
Choosing a path, that's a story. Doing the math, that's a story. Friending a friend, that's a story. Setting a trend, that's a story. The meaning of life, it's a story. That's a slogan.
The meaning of life, it's a story. The meaning of life, it's a story.
Trotting the globe, wearing a robe.
Hold on, I don't get it. What does wearing a robe have to do with the meaning of life?
The meaning of life, it's a story. And to help explicate this, we've been giving a bunch of examples of stories. Let's see if we can't recap what we've covered. There's teeth brushing, kid shushing, wreath hanging, dude banging, crap taking, bid making, pie baking, smile faking.
Don't forget, stuff learning, brush burning, trend setting, bed wetting, buff getting, trap setting, life living, gift giving.
Oh yeah, and eye winking, you thinking, thrush spotting, globe trotting, head using, path choosing, while rating, view stating, riff mending, friend friending, robe wearing, knife bearing. Oops, and math doing, food chewing.
And there's plenty of more examples.